This is the first official video I'm gonna post YouTube channel. Yeah. I was talking to my sister, and at the time I was not living in a car, and I was like, she was like, hey, so you'd lived in your car, what, like, if I were to live in my car? And I'm like, I don't know, homie, I don't know if you should live in your car, but like, she was like set on it, enthusiastic. She was like, I could save so much money. I'm like, yeah, but after a while you crack. Like, that's what happened to me. When I was able to make the money, then I was willing to pay like twice as much rent to like have a place to sleep. But now I'm back in my car. And she was like, you should post a video. She was like thinking like I'm gonna get rich, like posting videos on YouTube of like me living in my car. And she's like, people would think that's interesting. And I'm like, yeah, they'll think that's interesting, but like I don't know if I'm gonna get like enough followers to actually get like ad revenue, because I think you have to have like a certain amount of subscribers on YouTube for them to even like consider you for ads. And I'm like, she sent me a video of some dude that's like, this is how I got rich, and it's like, yeah, but he's just trolling people like, hey, I've made a bunch of money, and a bunch of people click on that, and then he gets a bunch of ad revenue from that. And I mean, that's dope. But then I was thinking, now hold up, I was like, all right, no, now hold up. Dude living in his freaking, started out in a hatchback. And keep in mind, I've been doing a bunch of other shit in my life. Like, like my hourly rate right now, it was $1 a minute, so that was like $60 an hour for web design. And then I just increased that to $120 an hour. And it's been like that kind of on and off for a while, depending on who I choose. And like, I do have like lower rates for other people. So I do have the earning ability. So it's not like I start out like, yeah, I work at my freaking Waffle House. I'm living in my car. No, this is like some smart dude that like actually is pretty competent, and like in some way, shape, or form, you could probably see this as like I'm actually like kind of slipping in my game if I'm like living in my car. But the truth is I had a disc herniation from being on the computer too much, and like I will just be like flat out honest. Like, most people don't know this, but I'm kind of a computer like junkie. Like, I'm addicted to technology. And I believe that most people are just like addicted in general, so I don't really feel like I'm the only one here. I think I'm like one that's actually like publishing the information. Anyways, that was when I first lived in my car, because like I couldn't like pay my rent to like, because I couldn't fix a computer because I had a disc herniation. It was like pinched nerve and shit. And like I was literally like teaching people with a straw, like a Starbucks straw. Like I was like, click here, click there, type this in, because like I would touch the computer and it would fucking hurt. So like I ended up just like being like, fuck it, I'm gonna live in my car. And also a preface for living in my car, I bought this car back when I was touring. I don't know, nobody really cares about this shit, but I do, because I'm proud of this. And like, I lived in my car when I would go on tour on the road, because my friend was like, yeah, we went on this road trip, and like we just slept in this, like he had like a Saab with a hatchback, and I was like, that's dope. So like I paid this car off, and like with the intention, like I would go to music festivals and like anyways, yeah. So like this isn't like, you know, me starting from the bottom up. This is more of like I've got my shit together, but like shit kind of fell apart kind of a thing. So anyways, that's the starting point. But in a way, like this is pretty much rock bottom. I am the brokest I have ever been. Also, keep in mind though, I can make a lot of money really fast, but here's the catch. Since then, like when this disc herniation happened, I've done a lot of physical therapy. I switched my income to like driving for Lyft and Uber. I was making more on Lyft and Uber than I was doing web design at like 60 to 120 an hour. So like there's like a lot more behind the scenes that like people don't tell you, like in their magic trick. They're like, haha, check this magic trick out. And so like I'm showing you my magic trick like flat out. There's no tricks involved. But currently right now, I'm broke as a joke. I'm living in my hatchback. Actually, I was at Whole Foods and I was trying to get a scone. It was like $2.50. They're so good, like blueberry scones. Freaking have the wax paper from that. And like, I have 2 credit cards that like one of them is like almost maxed out, and like one of them, I wasn't sure which one was the one that was maxed out, but like just now I had like a credit card decline, and I was like not really fazed by it because I'm like, ah, well, whatever. But like that's how like to the brim, like we're talking like Titanic, and I'm like what was his name, Jack or whatever. Like we're like up to here, bro. And so like really this is more of like a magic trick, not so much as like I'm broke and like, you know what I mean, it's gonna be hard for me. Like the level is like I've been crushing it, I've been killing the game. Like had that disc herniation not happen, I'd probably still be in the game pretty freaking hard and like upgrading and stuff. But like for where I'm at right now, yeah, I'm living in my car. And more perspective, like my dad lives 25 minutes north of here in Nashville, and I was staying at his place, but like he was like, when are you gonna, like, you know, he was like putting all this pressure on me of like when I was gonna leave, and he was like, you can stay here as long as you want. And I was like, well, you know, you said I could stay here as long as I want. And he's like, well, yeah, but blah blah blah. And I was like, actually, you know what, I'll just go back and live in my car. So get this, so I go back and live in my car, right? And this is like now moment. And I have like my routine, like I guess I'll break that shit down, but like I have my routine, whatnot, blah blah blah. And I got to shower at Planet Fitness every morning, so like I'm back to the gym. Whereas like when I was at my dad's, I was like feeling like lethargic, and like I could feel the disc herniation wanting to come back on, because I was like, you know, like I got better, but then like I'm still like addicted to the computer because that is how I make my money. And I got kicked off a lift. It's a whole fiasco. And I was on Tinder, and I was like swiping, and I met a girl, and she liked me so much she like never let me leave her house. So I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just stay here. So like that relationship broke off because she was like, you're just using me to stay at my house. And I was like, bye, and like swiped left on the relationship. She was like, I was just saying that, you know, I didn't mean that. I'm like, I know, but still. So like we broke up, and then I went back to my dad's, and I was like, and then it's like kind of mildewy. I was like, So like that's the whole story, right? And I could have like condensed that down into like a nice little neat like funneled paragraph, Russell Brunson. Click funnels. Anyways, yeah. But I don't care. I think what's cool about this, I was like talking about in another video that I was watching, was like, I was like, you know, some people when they post on YouTube, it's like porn, and they're like, yeah, like it's all like fake, and like you can tell they're like a fake robot. But like with me, it's like homemade porn. Like I'm just like turning the camera on, and I'm like this is real as shit. Like I am a real person. Like I have real friends, and like I have like real problems in my life with like those said friends, and like we're like dealing with shit and like actually like living real life. And like whenever I'm on YouTube, I never see that shit. Like I never see a homie that's like, hey, it's me. It's like, hi YouTube, I'm a fake person. And then like all the comments are like these like scary troll comments of like, fuck you haters, like haters, I'm a hater. And I'm like, wow. So when my sister was like, you should post on YouTube you being in a car, I was like, yeah, all right, yeah. Because like this is like literally my home. And also one more thing, last night I was sleeping in the driveway of where my dad lives. So it's like, well, are you really homeless, or like you're just living in your car? So there's like a lot of layers to this, but like the reason that I slept at my dad's was because like, look, it's like 25 minutes away. That's fucking gas money that like I am not looking to fucking like, you know what I mean? Like money means a lot to me. It means so much to me that I am willing to sleep in my car like in town than to like drive 25 minutes there and 25 minutes back. Like I'm at the gas station right now, homie. Like I gotta fill up because like I slept at my dad's like twice. So like it costs me money. It's like a video game. And like, so that's the game. But like, here's what's cool about all this stuff is like, I've been figuring shit out. So like, I basically like, okay, I could make money like some way, shape or form now that my disc herniation is like manageable. It's like really like, I gotta be careful, basically. Like if this is, you know, if we're like on a boat, like we're just barely getting by. Like if a wave comes, like, man, that's just gonna be scary. So like I am looking out, like this is about as low as it gets. Like it's like if I had a laptop and I were like DJing the party and there were a bunch of people spilling their beers everywhere, I'm like fucking like, I don't have any saran wrap. I'm like blocking that shit and like wiping it off with my t-shirt. So like that's my life right now. And so it's worth it for me to actually like stay in my car. You know, I wouldn't stay in like this Kroger parking lot or anything. Like, it's, dude, I don't want to die. Like, not that I would like die. It's just like, I've been robbed at gunpoint before. So like, I know like what's real. Like, that is real. Like, when I was robbed at gunpoint, I was like, I did believe that like my life was over. Like, I accepted my life was over. I was like, well, my life is over. And so like, I'm just like waiting. It's like a roller coaster ride. Like, you're going up the thing and you're just waiting for it to go down. And I was like, I'm going to die. Like, this is it. I mean, homie was cracked out. So like, I know the type of people that are around here that are willing to like, if you see them and they see boom. But like, I'm not trying to bring like some negativity into this video right now. Things are very positive. So I've been taking time in my life to like study some fucking hardcore shit. Cause like when my herniation happened, I was like bored with my life. You know, I had everything. Like, I could list out all the awesome things that I had. But like, that's not the point. The point is I'm in my car and I'm about to fucking like kill this. So, and there's a lot of like really juicy stuff in my life going on right now. So like, actually I am kind of excited to like post this. Cause like, I know that people are going to be like, homie, be real. And like, I'm going to get mad respect for this. Cause I am crushing it. Like, I used to play video games a lot. I actually had to quit video games cause like disc herniation. Like, I've felt this pain before. Like, this has come up. Like, I used to like sit on a fucking like controller for like 18 hours a day, like addicted to video games. That's a whole nother freaking thing. Dude, life is crazy. But you know, with that said, I've been, you know, I had the disc herniation and I was like, I need to learn like sales and marketing. Like, I basically have to find like a job that's like not on the computer. And so like, man, it's taken a long time. And so like, here I am, and like, I just turned a corner. Like, I am actually, so I did coaching training, and it was really more like sales training, because like coaching is sales. You're just like selling them on their dream every meeting, and you're like trying to like entice them into doing things. And so like, you're basically selling them their next steps. And it's dope, and it's a lot of fun. But I don't know, I didn't want to like commit to like a 6-month coaching package, and like, it's just a lot of work. So like, I've been like learning a lot of other stuff besides like coaching and sales and marketing. I also learned like dating, which is also sales. Basically, you're like helping a girl like overcome her like fears and like her tension about like making like some big action, like a leap. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna like sleep with this guy. Like, I mean, it's exciting, but for them, they've got like a lot of like reservations for who knows why. So like, I studied all that, learned like the deep, dark secrets that like sales and marketing won't talk about, because they'll get like, you know, they'll just be like the outcast. Like, they'll get shut down if they talk about that kind of stuff. But like, that's actually what good sales and marketing, like everybody knows, is like the deep, dark stuff that's in the dating stuff. So like, I've gotten it down to that point where I've like learned all of that. And so like, now I'm at this point where like, I just hit a turning point, and I'm like, damn, I need to document this, because this is gonna be tight. Because like, I am gonna pull this off. And a lot of people, when they see me, like, I've done a lot of like successful things, right? But like, you know, I've done like as a touring artist, like the beginning of my journey was like, we're never going to open up for this band or that, you know, this big band. And I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I'm out. And like started my own band. And it was just literally like me. And then like me and a drummer, and then me and a drummer and a flute player, and then me and a drummer, and then just me at the end. And like, dude, I toured a bunch and like got paid a bunch of money, and like, you know, all those people were like, yo man, can we like play with you, like special guest at your show? And it's like, oh yeah, after I did all that work. So like, I do this again and again. Like, same with my web business. Like, I was like, man, I'm gonna make money at web design. My dad's like, show me the money. And I was like, man, I'm gonna be making, you know, $2,500 a month. He's like, show me the money. And that was like 2008. And then like, by the time it was like 2011 or 12, like I had finally like hit that turning point and was like, bam, I'm like paying my rent, like touring and doing web design. And then 2014, 15, 16 was all like paid with web design, which led to the disc herniation, because I was sitting on my ass on the computer all the time. And I wasn't bringing in leads consistently, so I wasn't increasing my prices. I wasn't building demand, because I don't want to do web design. I just want to like make music and like be creative and like do my art. So like, that's what I've been doing. But like now, then I studied the stock market, and that's even crazier, because like it's all supply and demand. and you got to like learn where the supply level is and learn where the demand will be. So you have to like, it's so cool. Like this is all just wrapped up into this dope life package. So like, it's kind of ironic that I'm back in my car, because the moment that I moved back in my car, like I had been, before then, I was like smoking cigarettes. I quit drinking at 21, and I was drinking at 30 or 31. I drank like a kombucha beer, and it had like 7% alcoholic content. I thought it was like 0.5%. Dude, I got so drunk at that Whole Foods. And like, so people have been like getting me to drink, and then like I was smoking ganja, and just, you know what I mean? Like I was partaking, and caffeine, which even though I'm talking fast, I actually quit caffeine. I haven't had caffeine, cause I don't need it. But like, point being, when I went back to my car, like I just dropped all of it. And I was like, it's all gone. And it was like, being in the car limited me and like got my shit together. I basically like got my fucking shit together by being in the car. Like I went back to Planet Fitness. I got my membership instated, and like, you know, I haven't been going to the gym a lot as much now that I'm like, I don't know. I found a way to like not have to like shower in the morning all the time. But point being is that like I have been going to the gym and like stretching, exercising, and like I've been eating a lot, but like I've also been like working a lot on my computer, because like I'm like selling clients on like things that I'm able to accomplish. So like I think that's probably what I'm gonna like really demonstrate, is like you're gonna see me go from like me living in this car to like, I mean, I'm content with living like anywhere. Like, see, I'm so content living in this car, even though like somebody could fuck with me, and like, dude, it's the middle of summer, and like it's been hot, and like that shit stinks. Like when I sweat and like I roll my air mattress up and like forget about it, like, dude, my game, like I have to like catch that shit. Like, you know, there's so many things that are like just interesting enough to like show. And so it's a lot of information, but like obviously I'm just like getting it out there so that I can, you know, like, this dude, he's like running really hilariously. You'll see. Oh, it doesn't matter. It was funny to me. Anyways, I'm about to crush it. I'm in the middle of crushing it. And I'm gonna be like, it's tight because like I'll break down this. So like I've been doing online dating. I used to suck at that shit, and like I got somebody to get some high quality photos of me, and I put them shits up, and then like my responses and like how I respond and when I respond, like all of those things, like I've like gotten it all perfectly like dialed in, and I basically have so many matches and like so many opportunities available to me that I'm capable of like turning down dates. And now with the online dating, it's to the point where I've also learned like basically like dating people, or like getting dates in person, like how to do it and like how to approach somebody and like what to say and what to do. And like, man, it takes a lot of balls, but like, you know, just having that skill available like as a skill set, because, you know, it's really important. So like I've upgraded my ability to like find prospects for like potential like relationships. And so I'm about to like, the reason I'm excited is because like, so I got out of that relationship just recently, and like, man, I really did love that person. I was like deleting some videos on my computer today, and she was in a couple of them, and I was like, damn, like, nah, I love girls. So I'm gonna like take all of this information, right, that I've been like learning, I'm about to convert that into leads and sales. And so like that's the same thing that's happening with this video, is like a bunch of people are gonna watch this, and like whoever's watching this, you know, like you're watching this, but like also like other people are watching this. So you personally may not like this, but you have to understand there's people behind you that are gonna love this, and like they don't care about what you think. Like you could hate the shit out of me, but like there's somebody right behind you. Like there was a girl that was like, you're moving, like you're too pushy. Like I was like, hey, you want to go on a date? And she was like the first message is me asking her, do you want to go on a like grab a bite or tea? And she's like, you're too pushy. Girl right behind her, she's like, thank God, I do not want pen pals. Like here's my number. Like boom. It's like, so what? You don't like me? Like move aside. thank you. So I get that now. And so I'm ready to like actually get my followers up. And it's not followers like how you think of it as followers, as like people clicking a button and like following you. What it is like I'm building a relationship with the people that actually want to see me, because there's a lot of people out there that would think I'm stupid and like living in my freaking car. Like I am living in my car. Like I'm clocking in like it's a job. Like you look at my punch clock and you're like, homie, be clocking in. So I'm gonna do that with this video, and I'm not like trying to like actively get followers. In fact, like probably most of the videos I'm gonna be like posting, like I said, it's not like some fucking porno where it's like, oh yeah, like fake. Like I want that shit to be how I would want it to be, where it's like I could relate to it. And like if I see somebody doing what I'm doing on YouTube right now, like I will respect that. And so like that's what this is like I am about to project some shit, just literally like turning on my phone and letting you know like where my grind is at, because I just like believe in myself, and I believe that there's other people that are like me that are like in a lower circumstance or situation that they're trying to elevate up to where I'm at right now. And like I know that like in order to reach those people and like affect their lives in a positive way and like transform their lives, damn, I'm about to get sentimental, hide those tears, that like I need to reach more people. And so I would like to actually help those people that have been in my situation, because it would have been really nice if like somebody could have helped me in my situation. And people really have helped me in my situation, and I'm actually like really grateful for those people. And so I guess you could say that like this is me paying it forward, even though this could be rock bottom in your own eyes. Like to me, I'm actually like incredibly elevated, and like being able to like know like sales, like having gone through like sales training and like being certified as a coach, and like understanding the stock market. Like I have a bot on the stock market right now that like legitimately is capable of making like 500% a year. Like real estate makes 30. So like I've been putting in time. Like I'm really proud of it, and I don't even give a shit. I'll show you. Like I have no problem showing you my results in life. And so this is me being like, I'm in my car, I'm in Nashville, like you are watching like a real homie actually like do this. Like this is like a real legacy. Like this isn't reality TV. This is actually like a real person turning on their phone and like taking time out of their day to like actually upload this and like aggressively like market myself to like show you that, you know, this is possible for you. Like this isn't a dream. This is actually like a tangible thing that you can grab hold of, and like something that can like pull you up. You know, that's what this is. This isn't like, you know, somebody like blowing up fake muscles. Like this is like actual real muscles. Like, you know, somebody that's been in jail, man, like that shit's real. Like they could die, you know. And I've met those people that have been in jail and like had to deal with those situations, and like there's a lot of emotional like change that happens on the inside when you go to a place like this. And I feel like that's what like people really crave, is that real stuff. And I don't see that a lot at all, if any, with most of the things that people post. It's really edited, and like not only is it edited, I think it's like mostly fluffed. Like those aren't real views, and like those aren't like, you know, that Lil Nas X or whatever that homie's name is, like where he got his song and he blew up and he did that. Like there's something about seeing somebody that like actually pulls something off like realistically that makes it more kind of like nature, in the same way that like a tornado isn't something that just like is, you know, fabricated. Like, well, I don't know, maybe the government's behind it, but like there is an element of kind of like watching the elements like create, you know, that big of an impact. And I think it's worth my time, thanks to my sister, to document this, because I'm watching like tornadoes like start to spiral out. I'm like, all right, let's get the fucking weather crew out with the cameras. Like we're about to do this. But like first things first is like, let me tell you where I'm at right now. I'm at the gas station. I have to fill up my car because like I sit in my car a lot with my AC on and like work on my computer with like my phone's Wi-Fi hotspot, and like I can't sit at spots too long. Like at Whole Foods, like they see me too much. Like I'm working on my computer. They're like kind of looking at me every day like, you're homeless. Or like the Starbucks, they're like, you're homeless. And like, I don't want them to like have an opportunity to like eliminate me from that, because like that's my connection. And so like if there's anything that they can do to like eliminate that, I want to eliminate that. So like I need to get gas. I have very little money right now. Like I don't even mind showing you like my financial situation, because like it's so real that like you could just look and be like, damn. Like my parents currently are not like capable of like supporting me in any way, shape, or form. Like I PayPal'd my mom $10 the other day. Like that's just real. And like my dad is like freaking bartending at like, you know, $10 to $30 an hour, like on top of his other job. But like it's so real right now. And then my sister's like actually doing really well financially, but like she's got so many bills, and like she's literally like right back to where she's like starting at every time. And it's nuts, like, but it's about to take off. And so I'm just so excited. Like I'm so lit. Like it's just so like, it's crazy because like I've wanted it and it was a dream, and like I've been thinking it like nonstop, like again and again and again and again, and like never ever like like I'm just relentlessly like beating it like it's a drum, and I'm just like hitting it over and over and over again like a freaking pinata, just whap whap whap. And like this is the first time that like I ever like hit the pinata and like a penny fell out. And like, cause I have like a robot that's like buying and trading for me, like stock market type stuff. And like, I just had a trade go through like within 16 hours, it was like $2, but it was like, you have to understand like that $2 is actually like huge, like in, you know, comparison to like, you know, a bug's life, like $2, that's like 2 million or 2,000, let's say. That would be like $2,000. So like when I made that $2, I was like, oh shit. And like a lot of other things are like happening like that. So like I'm right there, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm like just swinging at the pinata like over and over and over and over and over. And like the ironic thing is that swinging at the pinata is like being grateful and thankful. So like I'm gonna be doing like a lot of like exercises to like fast my my thinking and only think healthy, positive thoughts, because I documented myself prior to my sister telling me to do these videos. And like I was watching those videos and I'm like, oh God, I gotta like cut that out. Like it's fun to like be that, and like all emotions are like addictive, positive and negative, doesn't matter. And so like I realized like if the world sees that like that's just who they're gonna identify with me as. And so like I need to like change who I am. Like I'm using this actively to like improve myself. And shit, man, I've been a little lazy. So on that note, I'm about to get some gas. I'm about to go and make some money. And I got 2 dates later. Look at me, I'm so fly. Living in my car looking like all sexy. Oh, I gotta go to the gym. I did my laundry today. I did sleep at my dad's in his driveway. And dude, it's so real. Like I can't wait to like just like go from like this car, because like I know that like my little video game character is like about to level up, so I'm about to be like, yeah, you saw me on that first video I posted, like broke his shit. And like they're gonna be like, man, I've been following homie right here since like he was living in his car, like that first video he posted, man. First, oh, I was following him first. I'm a smart dude. I invested in him. He's like my favorite team, and like I bought his shoes before everybody else did, and like now he's all famous, and I can sell like this one little thing that I got from him for like a lot more, and like he's more valuable. He's like a stock market. Like I bought him like his rookie card, and now I can like sell him on eBay for like this much now. So like that's what's going down, is like you are about to watch me go from like rookie to like MVP. Sound good? I mean, I don't care if you like don't believe me or not. Like you can step aside, and like, I mean, that's the best part about the internet, is like there's no need for you to step aside. Like you would have already closed the window, and like the person that I want to talk to, like, yeah, I'm talking to you. Like we about to do this. And like, that's what's cool about like having fans and stuff like that, is that like you elevate your fans as well. And like, not just fans, but like relationships with people, because like, while I can't see you and you can see me, like I know that those people are looking at me being like, homie's gonna do it. Yeah.